My strawberries are about to go bad, so I'm gonna make a little bit of a mason jar goodie thing to put into my snack holder so I have something to snack on while I'm driving. I've been so excited. I took a Polaroid just now, used the little outhouse that they have at their rest stop here, and now I'm gonna make myself a quick little late breakfast. It is like 11 o'clock in the morning. I was going to hit the road early. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit the road at like 7 and it's gonna be awesome. I slept in. Maybe that was a good thing. That could have been the universe. Every single time that I'm like late to a function or whatever it is, I always think that it could be a lot worse. Like, I could be, you know, dead or something. Like, I could have like gotten into an accident if I had left at that time. And so the universe was like, yeah, let's let her sleep in. She can skip the accident. And then she doesn't even have to worry about it. So that's what I like to think about every single time I'm like late for something. They were so iconic. They're sitting there in their RV and they're smoking cigarettes and they're going down the road. They have plants everywhere, and that was very iconic. I don't think they know how iconic that was. They're just like this older couple. It was like, I'm gonna make myself a little snack jar to put into my snack bin up front so that I have something to eat while I'm driving. And I just made myself grilled cheese. And it was so funny. There was a camper. Oh, they left. There was a camper, like a truck camper, and they were traveling and taking photos, and he was looking at the bus, and I was like, you want a grilled cheese? I don't think he wanted a grilled cheese, but I don't know. Maybe he'll like me better on the highway now because this bus is kind of slow. So good. So I got my little yummies. I got strawberries and bananas here. I filled up my water bottle with coconut water for some electrolytes and did some, like, diluted it a little bit because I already had some water in there. I have a grilled cheese and some grapes, and we have the open road and some mountains. Here's you and me. So they're developing. I'm gonna show them when they're all done, but super exciting. Let's hit the road. There's a bear right there. Holy shit. There's two actually. There's another one there. I don't know if you can see it or not. That was so sick. So we have in total seen, and that was a brown bear, by the way. That had its like neck hump. So we've seen one black bear cub, like a baby, and then we saw, I don't know, I think it was a grizzly. It was a mama bear with two cubs, and then we saw these big guys. That is so cool! I will stand by this till the day I die. This is the best ramen. Specifically this kind. Chef's kiss. So good. And only because we're feeling impatient, we're gonna put a lid on it. I am totally contemplating if I want to do a book reading night or a movie night. Different activities, same snack options. I am a huge snacker. So, what does that mean for the bus? We have a whole shelf dedicated to snacking. Actually, not a shelf anymore. You know why? Because on today's episode of What Sage Broke Today in Her Bus, my pantry slider completely fell out of alignment, and I'm pretty sure it is bent. So, that's great. I'm very tired. Today was a long day of things breaking. I'm gonna have a lot of to-dos. A couple, not a lot. I'm gonna have a couple to-dos to do the minute that I hit a stationary spot, probably when I'm in California. And so that'll be things like fixing the sliders for the pantry, and then also fixing the drawer underneath my sofa. That broke today too. Figuring out a stopper for all of my kitchen cabinets so that they don't immediately fly open when I'm driving. And then also this shelf lost the little guard I have because I like to keep my plants there. And that just completely shifted and wiggled out. This is the reason why I wanted to do screws throughout the entire build, but a lot of things in this bus are held up with the nailing gun and nails are slightly problematic, very problematic when you're in a moving vehicle because they tend to loosen and wiggle, and so all of your stuff kind of just falls apart and you're like, what the heck happened? It's nails. But the sliders are not that situation. The sliders are just pains in the butt, bro. I think that today might be my very last day in Canada. I really want to cross the border and back into the US at some point. Camping in Canada has been amazing. If you're planning on driving through or going to Alaska or whatever, you really don't need to pay for camping most of the time because there's so many forested roadside pull-offs, especially in BC and Yukon. And that's just what I've been doing, is I've been doing little forest camp situations and just, kind of living like that, and that's been pretty chill. Throw away. I think I'm gonna put a lid on this and then it'll do its thing much more efficiently. Hey guys, I think it's ready. Just a sprinkle. It does still slide out, this pantry. It's just not. It's just a pain in the butt. It needs to be fixed. We got it though. We can do it. This is the book I'm currently reading. I really like this author. She gets a lot of hate online because she made a smut book, but I happen to love contemporary romance. So, and if you do too, give me your recs because I love this author. So if you think of a book that I might like, leave it down below because I want to know what you guys are reading too.